Hello dear students, today we are going to start the first poem of your English textbook, and the name of the poem is The Coromandel Fishers. See, we take out page number 13. In this page you will find this poem. So before we begin the poem, before we start explaining the poem, let us first justify the title of the poem, The Coromandel Fishers. This poem is written by Sarojini Naidu. Okay? So what is Coromandel? So Coromandel means the southeast coastline of India. Okay? The sea coast in the southeast part of India. These sea coasts are called Coromandel. And this word Coromandel came from a Tamil village which is called Karimanal, Karimanal. So Karimanal is the name of a village and in Tamil Nadu, and near the village there is a sea coast, and this sea coast, the European that named the sea coast as Coromandel. Okay, so let us begin the poem. The Coromandel Fishers, which means the fishermen, the people of that village, those who are the fishermen. In this poem, the poet Sarojini Naidu is describing the lifestyle of fishermen, is describing the fishing ways of those fishermen of the Coromandel sea coast. Okay, so without wasting time, let us begin the poem. And before we begin the poem, you have the keywords in your screen. So before we start, I want you to pause the video and write down the keywords, because these words will help you in understanding the poem very nicely. So let us begin the poem. Rise, brothers, rise. See the first line, rise, brothers, rise. The poet Sarojini Naidu is mentioning the fishermen as brothers. She is creating a relation, she is creating a good terms with those fishermen by calling them brothers. She is telling that rise, wake up brothers, wake up. The wakening skies pray to the moonlight, pray to the morning light. The wakening skies, the skies are waking. The nights are over. It is now the beginning of the daytime. The sun is rising and the waking and the morning skies, what they are doing? They are praying to the morning light. The next line. The wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn like a child that has cried all night. The wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn. The poet is telling that the wind is sleeping in the arms of the dawn. D-A-W-N. What does this word dawn means? Dawn means just before the sunrise. The time we call it dawn. सनराइज से ठीक पहले का जो वक्त है, उस वक्त को हम डाउन बोलते हैं. So the poet is telling that the wind is sleeping in the arms of the dawn like a child that has cried all night. The poet is now comparing the wind with the child, and this comparison is called personification. Okay, to compare a non-living thing with a living thing, we call it personification. So the poet is telling that the wind is sleeping in the arms of the dawn like a child that has cried all night. We see the child, small children, they cry all night, and at the dawn they slept in the arms of mothers. So likewise the wind has cried all night, which means the wind has blown all night, and now the wind is sleeping in the arms of the dawn. Come, let us gather our nets from the shore and set our catamarans free. So since the wind is sleeping, this is the good time for fishing, because sometimes the wind blows away the ship. It creates a wave, it creates storms in the seas and oceans, and it blows away the boats of the fishermen. Since the wind is sleeping, now it is the good time to start fishing. And the poet is telling that, come, let us gather our nets from the shore. Let us collect our nets, let us get our nets from the shore and set our catamarans free. Catamarans का मतलब होता है boat, B-O-A-T, boat. So the writer is telling that, come, let us gather our nets, set the boat free, and let us go for fishing to capture the leaping wealth of the tide. Leaping wealth. See, dear students, leaping का मतलब होता है jump high. When the wave, when we see the tides in the seas and oceans, the fish they used to jump high. And since the tides are high, this is the good time for fishing. And let us catch the jumping fish. For we are the kings of the sea. Now the poet is telling that, oh no, it will not be difficult for us to catch fish, because we are the kings of the sea and we can catch those fish very easily. No longer delay, let us hasten away in the track of the seagull's call. So no longer delay. So the poet is telling that, don't be late. Let us hasten away in the tracks of the seagull's call. Let us move away in the call of the seagull. Seagull is a kind of bird which we find at the seashore. When the seagulls make sounds, that it is, the fishermen believe that they have the idea that this is the good time for fishing, and they come out of their houses to start fishing, and they go for fishing. So the poet is telling us that the seagull is making sounds, which means this is the good time for fishing. Come all of you, let us go for fishing and let us get a good amount of fish. The sea is our mother. See, now the poet is telling that the sea is our mother, which means that the sea is the provider of food for those fishermen. The sea is the caretaker of the fishermen. That is why the poet is telling that the sea is our mother, the clouds are our brother, and the waves are our comrades all. Which means that comrades means companion. So the poet is telling that the sea, the cloud, the waves, they are all a part of our family. And we all are completely dependent on them. Okay. What throw we toss at the fall of the sun, where the hands of the sea god drives. Now, the poet is telling that what will happen. Toss means to move from side to side. That means if our boat is sink, if we fall into the sea means into the hands of the sea gods. पोएट ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर हम समुंदर में गिर जाए तो क्या होगा. The poet is comparing the bottom of the sea as the hands of the sea, and he is comparing the gods, sea as gods. and she is comparing the sea as gods. So what will happen if we fall into the sea? Again, the poet is saying that he who holds the storm by the hair will hide in his breast our lives. तो पोएट यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं कि हमें डरने की कोई बात नहीं है. अगर हम समुद्र में गिर जाए तो कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है, बल्कि जो सी गॉड है वो स्टॉर्म को अपने बालों से रोक देंगे और हमें अपने सीने में लगा के रखेंगे. हमको कुछ नहीं होगा. अगर हम गिर भी जाए तो हमको सी गॉड्स बचा लेंगे. So dear students, today up to this, in the next video we shall complete the last stanza, and if you have any problem, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. You have my number, you can call me or you can give me a text. Thank you.